Alfred I. DuPont was a master of black powder. 4 generations of DuPonts before him had manufactured the highly volatile explosive used to fire guns and blast into mountains. He started as an apprentice powderman in 1884. He was just 20, hauling loads of wood and charcoal alongside the carbonizing crews. His face, like theirs, blackened with charcoal dust. He was a born powderman. In 1887, he married Bessie Gardner, a distant cousin whose charm and irreverence captivated him. By the time he was 25, his uncles, who ran the business, made him a partner. Soon, he was running the yards himself, impressing the workers with his expertise and winning their trust and affection. In 1902, Alfred faced the first crisis of his business career. His uncles decided to sell the DuPont company.
I pointed out to them that the business was my birthright. I told them that I would pay as much for the business as anyone else. Therefore, I proposed to have it.
Alfred rallied his cousins, Pierre and Coleman DuPont, and the 3 of them made a bid to keep the company in the family, and won. To Alfred, DuPont was more than a company. It was a family trust. But while he kept the family business together, his own family was falling apart. He and Bessie had been unhappy for years. Although it was difficult, even scandalous, to dissolve a marriage at the turn of the century, Alfred finally divorced her. 42 years old, he was ready to start over. Alicia Bradford Maddox was a recent divorcee, proud, beautiful, and in need of a protector. Alfred fell in love with her. He would build her a modern Versailles. Under Alfred's expert guidance, the 47,000 square foot mansion took only 18 months to complete. He called it Nemours, after his family's ancestral home in France. The 5-story mansion, inspired by Marie Antoinette's Petit Trianon, contained 77 rooms. The gardens extended across 300 acres. In 1916, Alfred was forced to leave the company to which he had devoted his life. Only the powdermen seemed to care. By 1920, Alfred's life had reached its lowest ebb. Forced out of DuPont, he had invested much of his fortune in an export business that failed, leaving him nearly bankrupt. The sudden death of Alicia struck him another blow. He was a 57-year-old widower with no prospects, except one, Jessie Duval, the daughter of an old friend. 20 years Alfred's junior, Jessie had admired this energetic older man ever since they had first met when she was 16. Now, 21 years later, she was teaching school in San Diego when he reached out to her for comfort. On January 22nd, 1921, they were married.
Jessie and I are happily established at Nemours, and each day makes the sun shine brighter by virtue of her presence.
Alfred was above all a man who loved family. Now the sounds of children's voices, both Jessie's many nieces and nephews, and his own grandchildren, echoed across the grounds of Nemours. Cosseted with warmth, love, and sympathy, Alfred was a new man. In 1923, Alfred and Jessie left the cold Delaware winters behind and moved to a Florida estate called Epping Forest. Along with Jessie's brother, he began investing in Florida real estate and paper and came away with an entirely new fortune. Now, he focused his own still prodigious energies on philanthropy. On April 29, 1935, Alfred died. He was 70 years old. Only a small part of his $40 million fortune went to friends and family. He left most of it in trust to the Nemours Foundation, which carries on his philanthropic legacy, providing health care to tens of thousands of children. Alfred I. DuPont, powderman, inventor, composer, philanthropist, an aristocrat whose heart was with those less privileged than he was.